Thank you. So, yeah, the Maker Faire. New Mexico New Makers is a nonprofit that was formed to organize the Maker Faire here in Albuquerque. And this is what you'll see this year. I did a talk on the Maker Faire at Ignite a couple of years back as we were doing our first year. And the only thing we really had of our own was this logo. It's a great logo, but all the photographs I used came from other fairs. Whereas tonight, every photograph, every bit and piece of this is from the Albuquerque Maker Faire. We teach soldering, yeah. We teach soldering, and we have makers that come from everywhere, and some just sort of drop in. And but they're welcome. If you can make time move, you can make anything. So some of these are QLab people, but they're makers. And this is our first year, and some people just kind of very coolly arrived. This was out on the plaza when we did one day. And now we're up to 2 days. And we've increased in size by almost 300%. This was this last year. We're now at the Balloon Museum, not the Fiesta grounds, but the museum itself. This is a wonderful hydraulic where kids can shoot things around. And this is some people in QLab who are teaching how to solder, how to make something. We teach kids from 6 years old to solder. Younger than that, we try to have a conductive Play-Doh. And sometimes it just amazes their parents. And it's fun because the parents will say, no, I'm not going to do it. And then come back out in a few minutes and go, I need one of those kits. I'm going to go solder. It's like, yeah, we know. It's okay. This is one of our board members, and he shows us how makers will make out of need or necessity. The sun was bright, and it was warm. So he went over to the children's cardboard area and made an umbrella. And this looks like just somebody left their car unattended, but in fact this car served a great purpose at our fair. We have an amazing maker out of Taos who comes to our fair each year. His name is Christian Ristow. And he made this hydraulic hand. It's 26 feet high. And a child sticks their hand in the glove and can completely control that hand, picking up a car, raising it to 26 feet in the air, and crushing it and dropping it. Wow. It was definitely one of the more fun things we did, along with a white picket fence around it, which I thought was a cute touch, and of course an amazing New Mexico sky. That was awesome. So there's Christian and someone who was running it, and it worked for 2 days full out. We never had a breakdown, which was kind of amazing for the hand of man. So, and here we are inside the QLab tent. This asteroid machine is here in the building. Here's Ray showing some 3D printing, and Walter up there. It got very crowded in that tent, and it'll be very crowded this year, but there's always room for you to be there. And we have the food trucks from Albuquerque because they are also makers, and makers love food. So it's a great relationship between us. And the Balloon Museum backdrop is awesome. We have so much going on. We have speakers. We learned to milk goats last year. That was unique. And here we have an example of makers. This is Christian Ristow and John Hawley. John Hawley was the designer of the Artemis machine that you saw in the QLab presentation. And he is bringing it to the Maker Faire. And here we have people working in groups, people working in families. But the amazing thing is watching people get excited because our makers are passionate about what they do. And that passion is contagious. And you see the attendees getting much more passionate about everything. Now it was New Mexico, but then we had a rainbow. So this weekend, I want to see you all at the Maker Faire, please. If you have not been there, come. We have everything. And if we don't have it, you tell us about it, you show us how to make it, we'll put you someplace and you can start making it. Thank you, and thank you for your support tonight.